So my last video was going over how to get girls. In this video, I was going to expand upon that a little bit and give you a little bit more of a different piece of information. I was going over how to be more confident and the importance of confidence and pride. In this video, I want to focus more on a little bit of the more artistic steps that you can take to getting girls, okay? Like I said, I want this to be as clickbaity as possible, to get as many clicks as possible, but I'm going to try to keep it as educational as I can. So if you haven't heard before, I was a complete loser, jerking off multiple times a day. That whole shebang. League of Legends, Discord, Minecraft, Super Smash Bros, stealing shit, being creepy, just shit like that, right? I'll go over that and more of it. If you want to hear more about where I came from, you can go back in my videos to watch that. I don't like talking about how much of a loser I was all the time. But now it's gotten a lot better. It's been about a year and a half since I started self-improvement, almost 2 years. I lost a shit ton of weight. Well, almost anorexic, honestly. I was anorexic, like I was way below weight. Then went back up. Now I'm at a good weight. I bulked. Now I'm coming back down over the course of a few months. Grew my hair out. And I don't mean to sound like arrogant or cocky or anything, but there are multiple girls every month that display some sort of interest in me, right? And I know what you're saying, oh, this guy's he's an asshole, you know? But that's not at all what I'm trying to get at. What I'm trying to get at is show you the before and after of what my life has been like, right? And I hope to provide you with this information so you may also see the same changes, right? Now, the only new thing that I'm introducing in this video is a perspective. All of this information, you know, deep down in your mind, to be true, right? You already know what to do to get more girls, right? Unless you're like really naive or something and you need it blatantly pointed out to you. But there are no real autistic ways. Those little sub-level tricks and stuff that you see people list off to you and don't go like in the depth of why they work, it's likely because they were already had some level of success with women, or they know the deeper truth but want to keep you watching their videos, so they give you a really sub-level version of the truth and don't explain why it works, how it happens, why you get certain responses, right? So, main thing, confidence and pride, already went over that. Be completely sure of yourself. If you're interested in that, go watch the video before this. But the thing I want to talk about in this video is more along the lines of what you can do today to make the biggest impact and the deepest impact, the most bang for your buck, right? Not some stupid like one-off tricks, stuff that'll actually like really fuck with you, right? So, number one, the way you dress. This is so important, and I don't know why so many people overlook this, okay? Dress nicely. You don't have to wear expensive shit. You don't have to wear like flashy stuff either. Just find a style that works for you, okay? Go into Walmart, find a nice flannel shirt or something, and look, I'll give you like a hint. If you have like long hair like me, and you have like a man bun, then maybe something like a flannel, a dark gray shirt, and some nice jeans, or some jeans, like dark jeans, and some nice like Nikes, right? It doesn't have to be super expensive. It doesn't have to be super flashy or super original. You just have to dress clean. Make sure your clothes are clean. Make sure they're not tacky as hell and holy. Make sure you're not wearing like just colors that don't go good with each other, right? I could put out a whole fashion guide on this shit, right? But just dress nicely, all right? Dress to your body. A lot of people I see that are chubby or slightly overweight will dress with shirts that's way too big for them. Like way too big. I'm talking about they're like an extra large and they wear 2X, 3X, right? 2 sizes up. That's not good. That's a poor way to go about it. So, okay. There was a group of people on the road. It'd be kind of awkward me like recording a video, walking past them. But I don't really like doing that. Especially in the area we live in, it's like pedestrians are rare. So it's like, oh, who's this guy? That's fucking weird. Anyway, and he's talking to his phone. Oh, that's a red flag. But what I was trying to say before about dressing. Just wear clean clothes. Okay, number 2. And don't actually back to number 1. Don't wear stuff that's too big. Don't wear saggy ass jeans. Don't wear like over the top raggy looking hoodies. And if you're wearing a white hoodie, if you're not good about keeping your clothes clean, maybe not wear a white hoodie, right? Number 2, go to the gym. I know it sounds very cliche and very vague, right? I'll tell you right now, do not get on the treadmills. It's very annoying to see people like always just go in there and be like cardio bunnies for 30 minutes and then leave, right? I've been going to the gym now consistently for about 2 years. And I can tell you, in that time, I've seen the same people come in there and leave every day that I've been there. And they look the same now as they did before. That's not just me being an asshole. I have pictures on my phone in the locker room. Not of them, that would be creepy. But like of me, and they were in the frame. They look almost the exact same or slightly worse than they did before. And this is because they neglect something called resistance training. I'm sure you've had this term thrown at you multiple times. And if you've been in the fitness niche lately, you might be bombarded with information that you don't know what the fuck to do about. I'm going to tell you right now, none of that shit applies to you. Right? That applies to top level bodybuilders or powerlifters. You are neither. And the only thing you need to worry about right now is establishing a good routine. Make sure you train the same muscle group about every 72 hours, right? If you're not sure what that means, I give you a basic overview, right? So you can do like your upper body one day, your lower body the next, maybe a break, then your upper body, then your lower body, then a break. You could do it like that. You could do upper body or not really, this is more like a push-pull legs, but don't do the stereotypical push-pull legs, okay? If you're not really interested in all this, you can skip to the next section. But I'm going to go a little bit more in depth for those people that aren't exactly sure what to do. Do more of a pull-push legs rather than a push-pull legs. The issue with that is from the push to the next pull, you're going to have a lot of issues regarding recovery because most people tend to go more out on push days because, you know, bench press, woohoo, right? And then they'll be too exhausted on pull day. So with that being said, We're going to also include various exercises throughout those days that kind of mix in. So you're making sure to hit like a good balance of all of what you need, right? Now, I'm not talking about like do 20 different exercises. I'm saying we're going to select a few core exercises that'll get you the most aesthetic body, right? So if you're looking for like anything more specific, I don't want to go too in depth in this video because I feel like I might lose some of you doing that. But if you're interested in this and you want to really like take this seriously, then I will comment down below and I will create a video or something on my workout plan, right? And actually, you know what? If you email me or if you just comment down below and throw me your email, I'll delete the comment as soon as I seen it. It's a fairly small channel, so I don't believe you'll get, any like viruses or something or hackers. But no, I'll go ahead and send you like a personal, like what I've made. If you don't know, I'm studying right now kinesiology and biochemistry. So, and I've been studying that for the past 3-4 years. So I kind of know what I'm talking about when it comes to this. I spent the majority of 6 months absolutely obsessed with all fitness podcasts, with all fitness content, with all nutrition content. And I can tell you right now, the main issue that is in the fitness niche right now is the diet information and nutrition information that they're giving you. It's all contradicting each other, and it's a really big issue, okay? So do not worry about fitness YouTube, right? Go to the gym and focus on resistance training. Compound lifts, most important. Do 1 or 2 of those, or actually do like 3 or 4 for every time you go to the gym, and then you can do your isolations after that. It's very important that you do your isolation exercises after that. If you're not really sure what that is, it's where you isolate one certain muscle, so something like a dumbbell curl or like a tricep extension or calf raises or something, isolation exercises like that. There's studies that show that as you go into the gym, the first exercises you do, this is a really dumbed down version of the study that I read, the multiple studies that indicated this, but the first exercise you do is the most effective in targeting that muscle, and it gives you the most bang for your buck essentially. And as you go down, the effectiveness of the workouts start tapering off. All right, so eventually the return on investment gets so low that it's not even worth doing. Now, I guarantee you none of you are going to get to that point, right? But just keep in mind those things. And if you're looking for a personal pre-made workout program, I got you. Just leave a comment and I'll email you, get in touch with you. We can have a call. We can do a Zoom chat, whatever you want, and I'll give you a full breakdown of all the nutrition, all the workout plans, all that shit, if you're really interested in it. I understand how bad it can get. You can get really fucked up in the head from this stuff. I straight started following like a David Goggins diet, right? I'll go into this all later. Right now, I think it's important that we move on. I'll do another video about this, the whole nutrition. I'll do like a full nutrition guide as well. That's probably something important. Yeah. The third point that I want to make, number 3 of how to get girls, because that's where we started in this video, believe it or not. The way you speak. This is another one of those autistic, but not really, kind of points. The way you speak has a tremendous impact on the way you're perceived by other people. Where a lot of guys fuck up, and where you're likely seeing resistance from women right now is, like I said, everything's a combination of each other. So likely it's not just this, but this could be a huge factor into why you're not getting any girls. Is the way you talk. You speak way too much, right? Now I'm not talking about be one of those like mysterious anime boy things, because people have tried that and it hasn't gone so well, right? That being said, there is a place for mysteriousness, but you're likely just having the wrong idea about it in your head, and you're likely executing on it in a horrible way. So when you're talking to girls, say you're speaking over text or you're on like a face-to-face conversation. Let's go with the text version first. So with text, a lot of you speak way too much and way too frequently. Now I'm not saying, wait 5 minutes before you go on to this, right? Because then you'll be neurotically thinking about the next 5 minutes and how long it's been and when you can text her. And you'll drive yourself fucking insane, right? I've tried that, like, past version of me has tried that, and it didn't work out so well. Rather, this channel is more about bettering yourself and actually fulfilling your life purpose. So, make yourself busy. If you're not sure how, look up things to do in your area. Go on walks, right? Go on little adventures. Like the other day, I got lost in the woods. You might have seen the shorts. I straight up got lost in the woods for a couple hours, and I've discovered like quite a few cool things. I found a cool stream, like a waterfall. I found like old animal dens. I found an old like kind of abandoned house. It was really cool, like an old abandoned stone house thing. Yeah, like, just go on little adventures, go on little walks. If you're in a city, you can still find adventures. It's just going to be a different kind, right? Talk to people, start little conversations. If you're not sure how to do that, you know what? I won't even go into it here. I'll just throw another video up and give you like a full guide on that, right? Comment if you want that, and I'll make sure it gets out to you. So, the next thing about the way you speak to women is you're too complaining, like you're too negative. Don't be so negative when you talk to them. Now, this is a broad stereotype or generalization, but women, the kind of women that you want to attract, because likely you're the kind of man that wants a woman to show a lot of affection and care towards you. And when you want these things from a woman, you can't really ask for them and get them to the degree that you're wanting them. You have to take the responsibility upon yourself and go out and make the relationship like that. Now, this might sound somewhat manipulative, or might sound like you're being a bad person. In no way, shape, or form is that true. You're still being an amazing boyfriend. You're still being an amazing partner. It's just you're shaping the kind of relationship that you want by acting how you are, right? Your relationship with other people depends on how you act towards those people, right? So a relationship is no different. Like, I think to say that it's evil to act like that is kind of fucked up. A lot of people are assholes, and they don't really know what they want. They just want more attention. We're all attention starved in modern day, because we're all giving our attention away to fucking social media and stuff, right? Other people. Actually, no, just social media. Well, the important thing here is to remember that a lot of guys, and okay, this is a little bit like personal, but my girlfriend's ex would like lay in the road and shit, you know, like that kind of stuff, being suicidal for attention. And you know, I'm not saying that no one's suicidal. What I'm saying is a lot of people are using it to manipulate, and that's really fucked up. As a guy, as a man, it's your responsibility to control your emotions. If you are really like a masculine person, you can control how you feel. You decide. No, if you're a man, you can decide how you feel. Period, point blank. You can decide how you feel. You have that ability. Women are born with the ability to give birth to children. You are born with the ability to control your emotions. Like women, they have to develop it over age. Like you have to develop it. So, develop that ability. Don't act on your urges. Now, I'm not saying emotion is bad, but I'm saying being emotional is bad. Acting on your emotions, based off of your emotions, reasoning with your emotions, is the worst thing you can do as a person. It's the worst thing for your relationships, and it will lead your life into the gutter. So, be emotionally aware. Do not be emotional. And that's where a lot of people fuck up. A lot of these like soft assholes are talking about like, oh, be emotional with your partner, be emotional, blah blah blah, you know. I don't know if you've noticed, but in a lot of those relationships, they're